Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Magic Live Online. And now here's your host, David Corsaro.
We did it! We did it! That was loud of me. I'm sorry if you guys weren't ready for that. We did it. 25 years. 25 years of Monday Night Magic. 25 years. That's a quarter of a century, people. That's a quarter of a century of Monday Night Magic. The producers of Monday Night Magic have been bringing live magical entertainment to the theaters in New York City, and now we've partnered with the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust and Liberty Magic, and now we're doing it online. 25 years. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody. My name is David Corsaro. Welcome to the show, and oh my God, you guys are in for such an incredible treat tonight. We've got it's an amazing list of performers that are all coming on. Some of them are coming on just to say hi and give us well wishes. Other ones are going to be doing incredible magic, but we did it! 25 years of incredible, that was wet. 25 years of incredible magic. That's right, people. 25, wow, that was stronger than I thought it was going to be. 25 years of incredible magic, and we want to thank everybody very much for joining us on this incredibly, incredibly special night. We also have some other guests with us tonight. We've got our front row audience. Spencer, can we bring up our front row audience? Where are they? Hey, everybody!
Hello!
Hey! How's my front row audience doing?
Great!
Oh,
Great.
Fantastic. We have all of our repeat front row audience. Everybody here has been on this show before, helping us out in the front row. They had a great time. They wanted to come back. We brought them back, and we could not be more thankful that you decided to join us on such a special night. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely. Yeah. Completed, yes.
Right. Absolutely. So here's the deal. I want to do a little magic. I want to do a little bit of magic for you guys right now. And I figured since this is the 25th anniversary, since this is a big night, it's about time I pull back the curtain a little bit. Pull back the curtain a little bit and show you guys really how some of this magic is done. Here's my question. Who in my front row audience, raise your hand if you had a decent breakfast today. I don't mean just a cup of coffee and ran out the door. I mean if you had something decent for breakfast. Raise your hand. Dave, you had something decent?
Yeah.
Right, don't tell me what you had, Dave. Don't tell me what you had. But we're going to try a little magic with you because everybody always wants to know, how does magic work? What is it that you do? How do you practice? The reality is we just have a good breakfast. Everybody knows breakfast, most important meal of the day. People don't realize how important breakfast is when it comes to doing magic. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So, Dave, here's what we're going to do. In a moment, Dave, I'm going to drop these cards onto the table like this. At any point you want, I want you to say stop. And we're going to look at the card you stopped at. Now, Dave, if I begin doing this, and maybe there's some kind of lag or something like that, and I don't say stop, and I don't stop exactly where you tell me to, just tell me, Dave, start over. I'll pick up all the cards, and we'll start again. Make sense? Make sense?
Sure.
So, David, I'm going to turn my head. I'm going to look the other way. Whenever you want, you say stop.
Stop.
Right there?
Sure.
I can start over if you want.
We're good.
You're good.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to show this to you. I'm not going to look. Just tell me if you can see that. Yes or no?
I can.
Good. I'll put it back into the middle, and I'm going to mix them up a little bit. Now, David, as I mentioned earlier on, it is crucial to have a good breakfast to start the day. If you have a good breakfast, the rest of the day just sort of works. Same thing with magic. If you have a good breakfast like you claim to have had today, then amazing things can truly happen, and I'm going to show you what I mean. David, in a moment, not yet, I'm going to ask you what you had for breakfast. And what we're going to do is we're going to spell down. So, for example, let's say you had steak. Now, I know you didn't have steak. I'm assuming you didn't have steak. If you had steak, I would spell S-T-E-A-K, and we're going to look at that last card. Make sense?
Sure.
All right, David, here we go. This is all you. I have no idea what you're going to name. I have no idea. I wasn't following you this morning. I have no clue. We don't have cameras in your house. It's impossible for me to know what you had for breakfast until the exact moment that you tell me. David, what did you have for breakfast?
You're going to hate me for this. Avocado toast with tomato. You asked.
Thinking the same thing.
You asked.
Avacado with what?
With tomato.
Tomato.
Do I have to spell the with or no?
Yes.
No,
Wow,
okay,
you
yeah,
see
sure.
Mary, she's like, yes, spell the word.
Yes, yes.
Withtomato. Did I spell it right?
Yep.
Perfect. We're going to stop right there. I'll put that right there for a second. Balance it right there. Now, notice if we went one less, we would have had an ace of clubs. If we went one more, we would have had joker. If we had spelled without the word with, we would have had the 5 of diamonds. But you said you had avocado toast with tomato, and we spelled to one card. Dave, can you tell everybody what was the card you looked at the beginning?
9 of hearts. Nice.
It's all about having a good breakfast, everybody. It's all about having a good breakfast. All right. Now it's time to bring up our real acts, folks. It's time for us to bring up our first couple performers tonight. I'm very, very excited. Our first performer tonight is a magician, comedian, author. He actually just relocated from San Francisco to New York, and he's joining our Monday Night Magic family. Our other performer, who you're also about to meet, he has appeared as his first ever mind reader on America's Got Talent, where he was a top 10 finalist. He's also appeared on Ellen, Live with Kelly and Ryan, Penn and Teller Fool Us. He has an incredible podcast out with Matt Franco. Please welcome to the stage right now, Ryan Kane and Eric Diddleman. Hey, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hey, good to
How's
see
it
you,
going?
David.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
This is going to be great. So listen, just real quickly here, super fast, before we get into the magic, Ryan, can you just talk for a quick second about sort of what it means to come from San Francisco to New York and to come in to the Monday Night Magic family?
Oh, I'm so honored to be here. I performed, I believe, at the penultimate show before everything closed down back in March, and I love the community. I love the sense of what is going on. I love that you never know what the stage is going to look like. I think it was set up for like mermaids or something at the time. So I love it personally.
Thank you so much for joining us. Eric, how about you?
I mean, it's just, it's always a pleasure performing for the Monday Night Magic family. When I moved here 8 years ago, I didn't know anyone in the community, and I knew about Monday Night Magic, so I went and joined and, get to know everyone who's doing magic in New York. And I've met some of my closest friends since doing that. So I thank Monday Night Magic for that, and it's always a joy to be here. So thanks for having me.
I think that's one of the things that people don't really understand is that, magicians have a very tight community, but we don't often get to hang out with every single person that we're friendly with. Whereas Monday Night Magic does that. I mean, thanks to Monday Night Magic, I got to meet Eric, and I consider him to be a really good friend. Ryan, I've hung out with him a couple of times. Now that hopefully he's in New York and he's back in the crew, hopefully we'll get to hang out with him a lot more and get to see some of the incredible magic that you guys do. Ryan, can I get you to do a little bit of magic for our front row audience right now?
Absolutely, yes. I'm so honored to be here to help celebrate. My name's Ryan Kane. Like Monday Night Magic, I have been doing magic for 25 years. I'm actually 57. This is my best trick right here. After the live stream, I can sell you potions, so that you too can look like a Kirkland brand Ryan Gosling. Nothing like the name brand, but with a Costco card, you can get me in bulk. As David mentioned, I just moved from San Francisco to Harlem, which is a big change. I think the biggest change so far has actually been the amount of people that drive around blasting music out of their cars, which we also have on the West Coast, don't get me wrong. The difference is that your speakers aren't blown out over here. That was a massive change for me. I never realized how terrible speaker systems we were trying to impress women with back on the West Coast. It's just nothing but stereo speakers and ice cream truck jingles all day.
There you go.
I've been doing, like many magicians, we pivoted early. I've been doing virtual magic for the past year, really actually enjoying it. I like that now in the virtual world, I get to utilize, in addition to the sleight of hand and conjuring techniques that I've spent a lifetime learning, I now get to use the secrets of movie magic. And not the CGI stuff, but like the practical effects, which really makes me excited as a magician. This is one of my favorite secrets of movie magic. Right now, one of these glasses appears larger than the other, but obviously this is an optical illusion. It's called forced perspective. They use this in the Lord of the Rings movies. They use this in Harry Potter to make Hagrid look giant, or to make J.K. Rowling appear non-problematic. It's all about how you look at things, and some perspectives are just wrong.
Yes.
But if we bring the glasses in closer, the reality of the situation is revealed, and you can see that the glasses are, truthfully, the exact same size. You're skeptical, I will prove it to you. And skeptic isn't a dirty word to me. It's not like cynic or stooge or jabrizi. So I'm going to prove to you exactly that the glasses are the same size. I'm going to use just enough milk to fill this center glass. No more, no less. Just enough milk to fill that center glass. I'm going to use this milk to prove to you that these two glasses are the same size. Because right now they don't appear to be. One appears larger than the other. But if we do just a little bit of that movie magic, one glass begins to grow, or perhaps the other one shrink. Either way, it's unsettling. Particularly if you're lactose intolerant.
Right.
But it does work. It does work. The milk perfectly fills the second glass, not a drop extra. And that, my friends, is the power of forced perspective.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's like discovering a dress has pockets. It's life altering. And that is the power of forced perspective. Just the simple action of moving one glass closer or farther away from the camera is all it takes to make something apparently. And that, my friends, was a camera trick inside of an optical illusion stuffed inside of a magic trick. This is the turducken of deception.
Ryan Cannon, everybody. Let me
Thank you
tell you
so much.
something. Jesus can turn water into wine, but he can't do all those other things like Ryan does. Let me tell you right now. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. Really appreciate it. And now we're going to bring up my good friend, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eric Diddleman.
Hello. Thanks so much for having me. I am Eric Diddleman. I am a mind reader, which means I know a lot about you. Yeah, and I'm actually happy that I was able to spell my name for you, because I know as a mind reader, most people spell it wrong. It's actually Dittel, as you can see, but everyone thinks it's spelled Lec. Mind reader. Nailed it. You just forgot that simple childhood spelling rule. You know that? You know, L before E, except for Jew. So we're good. So this year has obviously been a rough year for a lot of us. We're locked in this lockdown, but you got to stay busy. You got to stay busy and active, or it could get to you. I've been trying to catch up on movies. I've been streaming a lot of things. Can we relate to that, audience? Yeah. Michael shaking his head, Mike. Oh, yeah. You've seen a lot of movies, Michael?
A lot of MCU. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you went through the whole Marvel catalog?
Yes.
I love it. I've been trying to catch up on some classics I probably should have seen by now, and also revisiting some movies that I love. And I've actually made a list on my phone, and hopefully we'll get this to focus here, of movies to watch. Now I need to see, there's about 100 different movies here. And I'm slowly working my way still, even post-pandemic, to do so. But Michael, you're going to help me out, and because I think you're just going to help me choose what movie I'm going to watch next.
Okay.
And to do so, you just need to name a number between 1 through 100. That's all you need to do. I'll watch that movie. It'll be the one that I'll enjoy next. So out loud, go ahead. What number comes to mind?
17.
17, really? Did you happen to see what movie was at 17 when I went through that list?
No, because I'm blind.
No, perfect. And I was trying to do that subconsciously, so I went through fast enough that you weren't able to read any of those titles. Because remember, on that list, each movie was numbered. And again, let me get that to focus first. There we go.
Oh.
And then you can see, had you said any other number, we'd end up with a different movie. Had you gone with 1, it's The Godfather. 2 is Shawshank Redemption, Schindler's List, so forth. Let's go one closer to where you said 17, but let's look at
Right.
16. You said had you said 16, it would have been The Sound of Music. Had you
Right.
gone one more to 18, it's 12 Angry Men. But you went with 17, which, Michael, can you see that? Jaws.
Yeah.
I like the hand movements too. That's amazing. But I don't know, Michael, how you knew that. That is the movie I wanted to watch next. Amazing. Thank you. Ta-da!
Yeah.
You don't look impressed. You want some proof.
Yeah.
But here's the part. Remember, I said I am a mind reader. In fact, I try to influence people and I try to pick up tells from them as well. But I was trying to influence you this entire time to think of that movie Jaws. And you might not believe me, but you haven't been just looking at me this entire time. You've been looking at everything around me. And you see these yellow board games up in the corner here?
Yes.
If you kind of take a look, those yellow board games, those sort of make a J shape. Do you see that? And if you look over my shoulder here to those red board games, those almost make an A shape. And look over the other shoulder there for the W. There's the blue board games, and then up in the corner there's an S. This entire time I've been trying to influence you to think Jaws, and you got that exactly right. So we're gonna give Michael a huge round of applause, and thank you so much for having me. Michael, thanks so much for not saying Shawshank Redemption. That wouldn't have fit. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here at Monday Night Magic. Appreciate
Eric
it.
Middleman, everybody. Let me tell you something. I am very relieved because when he picked Jaws and then you saw Michael do the hand movements, thank God he didn't pick Showgirls. All right, folks. We're also really lucky because we were able recently to get the 4 producers of Monday Night Magic together to discuss what this show has meant to them, what their vision was 25 years ago, all the way up through what the show has become nowadays. Let's take a quick peek at the conversation with Jamie Ian Swiss, Todd Robbins, Peter Samuelson, and our founding producer, Michael Chow. Check it out.
Originally, the show was produced for one night. And everyone had such a great time, and they asked if I would do it again, and I said, sure. And the second time we did the show, I invited Peter to join us, and I realized that night that the show was bigger than me, and if I was going to continue it, I needed help.
The reason that it interested me is that we had lost imams, mostly magic. The Magic Townhouse was no longer in existence, and magic did not exist as a live performing art in a steady way in a venue that was ongoing in New York City. So when this first came to my attention, Michael asked if I'd be interested, and I said, absolutely. And he said, well, why? I said, because New York needs to have a place where you can go to see magic live regularly. And Michael said, well, do you think that anybody else should be involved? And I said, well, yeah, there's only one other person that I can think of at this point that should actually be involved in this, and that's Jamie.
And one of the things when we were first creating Monday Night Magic was the post-show gathering. That post-show gathering led to a 15-page story, in-depth story about magic, the magic community as an artistic, a vibrant community written in the New Yorker magazine, in an art that most people consider a fringe art, don't even necessarily take seriously. And that's what we were doing, especially in the years I was there, was cultivating the post-show gathering as part of that extended artistic community. But among other things, I said to Michael, you need an MC. We need an MC. And that is when I called Todd Robbins.
It was a twofold thing. It was the conversation with Jamie in which he said, basically he said, this could be something. And I'm still waiting for it to be something. And my parole officer suggested I do something on a Monday night. So it just was a win-win situation. It was just great to kind of come in and do what I love to do, which is, you know, and a wonderful vaudeville performer, one of the first MCs.
So we also had our fifth and very important partner, our senior advisor, when it came right down to it, which was the late, great Frank Brentz. And Frank Brentz, who was billed in his heyday as America's Black Magician. And he did stage manipulation, card manipulation, a dove act, an incredible, his signature finish with ducks. He worked cruises, he worked nightclubs, he worked all over the world. And he was a key part of our show in the early days because he really brought that veteran's eye, and he would give ideas to young performers.
You know, Monday Night Magic, that's how you can put it together. For 25 years, we've been extremely lucky. We've had all of these incredible people that have taken to us and sort of got the vision and wanted to put forth.
This has been an amazing experience, both as a performer to be part of this and just to be an observer, to be able to do this and to know that I've been able to be part of this really great opportunity.
And I think that we basically foresaw all of that in a wishful and an aspirational way, but I don't think any one of us would have turned to one another any time that first year and said, yeah, we'll probably be doing this in 25 years.
You get a sense that the audience has spent the best possible way to spend their time with us there at Monday Night Magic. All the things they could have done on that Monday night, this was the best way they could spend their time. And they float out of that theater and you just feel good that you've done the job, you've represented the art of magic well, and there's no better feeling than that.
It's incredible the influence that those 4-5 guys have had on myself and so many magicians throughout the years. I can tell you right now that the next person I'm going to bring up onto the stage, one of the producers of Monday Night Magic, has been incredibly influential to me over the years, really sort of turning me into the magician I am today. And that is a compliment. It's not an insult. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my good friend, Peter Samuelson.
Thank you, David. I'm glad that that's not an insult, but a compliment. That's great. So I thought I would do a little bit of magic tonight. And Miriam, I have a question for you. Miriam, do you know what a myth is?
Yes.
What is a myth?
It is a story that explains a belief.
Very interesting. And the interesting thing about a myth is that it might be true or it might be not true at the same time. So it may not be literally true, but it speaks to something deep inside of us that we hold, as you said, as a belief or as an aspiration. And I would like to share with you a myth that I think is especially appropriate for this time in our lives right now. With that, we'll use that in a moment. And I have a number of paper napkins here. Do you have if this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, do you have a preference as to which one we use? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I like 4.
You like 4. Okay, great. That's 4. And I am going to just put your initials on here. I know your first initial is an M. That was easy.
I go by MRG.
MRD is in David?
G is in giraffe.
MRG is in giraffe.
That's
so
me.
That's you? Okay. So we have now this. In ancient Greece, they had a myth, and this was the myth of the phoenix. The phoenix was a bird imagery. The bird was scarlet and golden and resembled a falcon or an eagle. Origami. Very bad origami. At the end of 500 years, the phoenix would build a nest in a great oak tree out of rare herbs and plants and would begin to flap its wings very rapidly, so rapidly that the nest would catch on fire. And the bird would sit there, the phoenix would sit there and be consumed by the flames. In effect, it was igniting its own funeral pyre. Well, you're about to meet the phoenix. Oh. So at the end of that 500 years, this phoenix would sit in this great, oh, sorry, it was a little closer to you. There we go. The phoenix would sit and burn and burn and burn and burn until all that was left were the ashes, the embers, and the smoke that rose into the night. But the story doesn't end there. It goes beyond. For out of those ashes, the phoenix would rise again. And the Egyptians had the story of the phoenix also. But for them, the phoenix was not a bird, but was the sun that would die at the end of every day, only to be reborn in the morning. So these were really the very first stories of resurrection and rebirth. For out of those ashes, the phoenix would rise again, unharmed, reborn, completely brand new, to live again for another 500 years. And whether it's 20 or 25 or 500 years, we'll get together soon and do this one more time.
Nice.
Peter Hamilton, everybody. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Peter.
very
We
much.
appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. Again, you could see it right there, sort of the influence he's had on so many magicians, just the way he performs magic, the way he tells a story. Thank you so much, Peter. We really appreciate everything you've done for Monday Night Magic, as well as for myself and other individual magicians as well. All right, let's bring up our next performer, everybody. This gentleman is a writer, an inventor. He's a performer from New York City. And I actually got to bring one of his children's books into my son's classroom one day, and I was the star because I knew him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Adam Rubin, everybody.
Thank you, David. Well, thanks so much to the front row for being here and all the people I can't see as well. Since we're not on a stage and you're in the confines of my home, I thought it might be nice to just show you some of the neat things I have in my apartment, some of the ceramic pieces I've created, some objects of sculptural astonishment, some abracadoodads, if you will.
Cool.
I'd like to show you my salt shakers. This is the salt is white, and the pepper, which is gray. Miriam, you see how the gray one is a little bunny hops around, and the white one is a little duck that swims across. Or we can have the white one be the duck or the bunny, and the white one is the duck. I get confused myself, actually, which one is the bunny and which one is the duck. A little hard to tell. Upside down, they don't look much at all. Let's see something else, shall we? Michael, would you consider yourself an optimist?
Yes.
Which of these two bowls do you think is bigger? The one with the can that's empty, or the one that's empty?
The empty one looks bigger.
But Michael, you said you were an optimist.
I did.
I can fix it. Look, here we go. Now the one with the candy is bigger. See? We fixed our problem. The issue is kind of what Ryan was saying before. You know, if whichever one is closer to the camera, it tends to look a little bit bigger, or a lot bigger in this case. It tends to look quite a bit bigger. Almost like
yes.
But it doesn't even matter which one's closer to the camera, because even if this one's behind the camera, now this one's bigger, the empty one. And if you watch really carefully, you can watch the one full of candy kind of grow as it moves over the empty bowl. It's not, of course, the empty one's bigger, but really it's just a matter of perspective, because they're both exactly the same size. That's right. It's interesting for everyone. And the last thing I'll show you is perhaps the most confusing of all. This is an ashtray, and There are 7 cigars in the ashtray. All the cigars are the same size, as you can see. Let me make sure this is all in the frame here. There you can see all of those. You can count all 7 cigars, or you can just kind of count the empty space, and sometimes that's the easiest way to tell how many are in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all about the same size. But if I give the cigar a twist, now we only have 6 cigars with 2 empty spaces, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cigars that are all the same size. Which one disappears? It's really hard to tell. Let's start again with 7. So there's the 7, all the same size. Which one goes away when I twist it from 7 with 1 empty space to 6 with 2 empty spaces? I'm just really not quite sure. And what's really confounding is when it goes from 6 cigars to 8 cigars. All of the space is full of cigars that are exactly the same size. No. Well, thanks for having me. And, I can't wait to see our next performer, one of my favorites.
Thank you so much, Adam. Adam Rubin, everybody. That's what it's like, man. You're walking in a magician's house, weird things start happening. Weird things start happening. Our next performer, also a really good friend of mine. He's been a regular at Monday Night Magic for many years now. And whenever you see him perform at Monday Night Magic and then they go to an intermission, he is either backstage exchanging ideas and really sort of helping to validate the strength of the magic community, or he's across the street getting crepes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alex Boyce.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you. What a pleasure. Michael J., Miriam, Dave, Alan, do any one of you have a deck of cards nearby? Yes, Alan, I saw you wave your hand first. Alan, I'll ask you to then remove the deck of cards with me and spread them out in front of you like this so the faces are away from you. Exactly. And then start to move one card out from the middle. So it's a little bit farther out than all the others. Alan, before you commit to that, do you want to change your mind, push that one back in, start over?
Sure, I'll change my mind.
Okay, Alan, then do that. This is your impulse now?
Yep, this is the one.
Then remove that card all the way and turn it face up so that Michael J., Miriam, Dave, and everybody else watching can see the card that you've decided on. The Queen of Hearts. A nice card if there ever was one. Now, Alan, it'd be one thing for me to do the same thing right now, to go through the cards and somehow remove one card out of the center without looking at their faces, and for it to match the Queen of Hearts exactly. That'd be something. But this is the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Magic. It's not good enough. So instead, Alan, I'll cover up the cards with the cloth, also cover up myself, but cover up the cards so that now I can't even see the cards. And for now, if I was to reach underneath there, pull out a single card, well, now we're talking, but it's still not good enough. So instead, I'll take the deck and wrap it up in the cloth. So it's completely isolated there in space. And now the only way to find your Queen of Hearts would be to reach in through the fabric somehow to pull out a single card and for that hole to seal itself up exactly. One card begins to melt through the fabric of the cloth, the very fibers performing a little dance as that just single card melts right through. And you see the instant that it comes through that hole is already gone, gone, gone. The entire deck remains except for one card is now melted through. And of course, it's not any card. Alan, it's exactly your Queen of Hearts.
Let's give it up for Alex Boyce, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
And can we bring back Adam and Alex real quickly here? Let's have a quick little chat with my two friends. How you guys doing tonight?
Great. Adam's back. There we are.
Adam's back. There he is. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. I first started performing at Monday Night Magic when I was 17 years old. And that was like at least 10 or 15 years ago.
Wow. So what's
Who
it sort of
knows, though? Who would be possible to know how long ago that was?
Who's been alive that long?
No, I don't know. I mean, I got my calculator. We can figure it out. 25 minus 7, whatever. We'll do the math after the show. Adam, can you just talk for a minute about what it's been like for you to sort of start, doing the Monday Night Magic show back then and sort of seeing it evolve over these years?
Yeah, it's been an incredible constant in the New York Magic scene. I've lived all over the world since I first left New York after high school, and Monday Night Magic has always continued and soldiered on and in different venues and with different people, but it's always maintained that same spirit of being on Monday night and having magic, which is
which is where the marketing people got the title perfect, if you think about it. It worked out good. How about you, Alex? I mean, I remember you when you first started, got started at Monday Night Magic, and you just exploded onto the stage. Like you came on with this polished act and this stage persona that just showed everybody this is where you were meant to be. Tell us what it was like for you.
Well, it's always a pleasure to perform at Monday Night Magic. I remember seeing the show, especially memorable one night when I was a kid and the heat went off and it was uptown somewhere. And they were giving out free hot chocolate and there was a rake stage and there was a unicycle. And I feel like looking back, like it was amazing that the show happened. It's spectacular to think about, not only did it happen that night, but it happened the next night and the next night in 25 years now. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, it's been an incredible experience, and it's like I said earlier on, and something that it's something that I really put a lot of stake into, which is the idea that Monday Night Magic has been that place that magicians can come to, not just to perform, but to exchange ideas with each other and to make friendships. And a lot of those friendships have lasted a really long time, and I'm honored to be friends with the two of you guys, and I want to thank you both for coming on to the show tonight.
Thank you, David.
All right, thanks a lot. Alex Boyce, Adam Rubin, everybody. Whoa, what was on my screen? Got really crazy right there. Look at that. See, it's the CIA. They're trying to stop us from actually being in focus because even they know how crazy it is that we've been on here for 25 years right now. All right. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't fit everybody we wanted to in the show tonight. We honestly would have been here for hours and hours and hours, which was fine by me. But, the producers wanted to keep it tight. They wanted to keep things locked in. But we were lucky enough to have a lot of other performers who we weren't able to bring on to perform or who just were too busy and had other engagements tonight to send us some really nice well wishes. So take a look at all these people saying hello to the Monday Night Magic birthday celebration.
How amazing to think that Monday Night Magic's been around for 25 years. And how impressive to think that back then Michael Chout was already 67 years old.
Congratulations to all the audience members, performers, and producers of Monday Night Magic.
25 years is freaking amazing. Here's to another 25,000 more.
Hi to all my friends out there at Monday Night Magic. I hope you're doing well, and happy 25th anniversary.
Wishing all of my friends at Monday Night Magic a happy 25th anniversary.
Hey Monday Night Magic family, Trig Watson here. Thank you so much for keeping the magic alive.
Happy 25th anniversary, Monday Night Magic.
This is Mike Super from America's Got Talent, wanting to wish Monday Night Magic congratulations.
And Monday Night Magic and all of you. I wish you all the best.
Congratulations to Monday Night Magic on their 25th.
You guys have done a fantastic job. I've probably been one of your most loyal audience members.
And when I'm in New York, I always visit Monday Night Magic. Wait a minute, I live in New York.
Wishing you many congratulations on 25 fantastic years. May there be many more.
From London, England, wishing Monday Night Magic many congratulations on your 25th anniversary.
Behold, 25 years of Monday Night Magic. My brothers, may the journey continue as long as you desire.
Congratulations going out to you on your 25th year. That's incredible.
Happy 25th anniversary, Monday Night Magic. Here's looking forward to 25 more years.
Wishing everybody at Monday Night Magic congratulations on a 25th anniversary.
Just wanted to wish you all happy 25th season. Excited to see you all again and hope everybody's doing great.
All the best to Monday Night Magic. Congratulations and greetings from Frankfurt.
I'd like to congratulate Monday Night Magic on 25 amazing and extraordinary years.
Congratulations on 25 great years. Can't wait to come back.
My show's been running for 21 years, but guess who has me beat? That's right, my dear friends at Monday Night Magic.
Congrats, Monday Night Magic, for these 25 wonderful seasons. Thank you for spreading the magic around the world.
Happy 25th anniversary, Monday Night Magic from Moulinet Island, Canada. Can't wait to see you all in person to celebrate together.
And eat cake with you.
I wish you many, many more years. I love you. Keep up the magic.
I want to wish Monday Night Magic a happy 25th season. Thank you so much for keeping the magic alive.
Hope you continue doing what you're doing. And let's shoot for another 25 more, right?
Mingta here from Singapore. 25 seasons, what an amazing run.
I'm thrilled to hear that Monday Night Magic is celebrating 25 years. That's amazing.
25 years, wow. I can't believe 25 years ago I started out with you guys. You guys gave me a platform when I first began in the business. I've always been appreciative of everything you've done for me.
Oh my God, has it been 25 years since Michael called me up and I think he gave me like 50 cents or something to do a whole set, an hour and a half or something like that. But I hope it's up to like 75 cents for the other performers now.
Hey Todd, Amy, Michael, Peter, thank you for 22 years, your best 25, okay? So happy 25th anniversary.
Hi, this is Boris White from France. Joyeux anniversaire, happy anniversary to Monday Night Magic.
Hello everyone, Ryan Hayashi with a special shout out to Monday Night Magic. Hey!
Greetings from beautiful Croatia. I just wanted to congratulate Monday Night Magic on 25 amazing years.
Jimmy Chihana here to give a big shout out to my friends at Monday Night Magic for hitting 25 seasons.
This is William Watt, the French magician in Mauritius, the lovely island on the other side of the world. I'm sending you this message to wish you a great 25th season.
This is John Lenahan, Monday Night Magic London, wishing my brothers and sisters at Monday Night Magic New York a very happy 25th birthday.
Ravencrow the Unusuals here in Australia, wishing everybody there at Monday Night Magic a hearty congratulations on your 25th season.
Hi, this is Pat. Penn Gillette, Penn and Teller. You remember me, I was at the opening of the first season, first show of Monday Night Magic. I just wanted to wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on 25 years and love you. Peace.
It's about time that Monday Night Magic got back in the theater. Right, Tyler?
Sure.
I thought it was dead.
Hey, this is Lance Burton, Master Magician. I'm on the road, but I want to wish you a happy 25th anniversary, Monday Night Magic.
A big mazel tov to Monday Night Magic for keeping magic alive for 25 years in New York City. And on a personal note, I want to thank you for allowing me to grow there as a magician. Again, mazel tov and thank you.
It was so great seeing all those faces wish us a very happy 25th birthday. You know, I'm going to bring out somebody else in a minute, but before I do, I want to tell you very quickly my story. It actually took place, I think it was about 14 years ago, and I was performing magic at this private party, and I performed for this couple, and this gentleman looked at me and he said, "You're amazing. You should work at Monday Night Magic." And at the time, I'll be honest, I romanticized Monday Night Magic. It was the place where all the greatest magicians in New York would perform. I thought there's no way in heck I'm good enough to be on that stage. And this guy said to me, "You know what? I know the producer, Michael Chow. I'm going to tell him he should bring you onto the stage." And I gave the guy my card. I said, "Thank you very much." And that was it. I thought to myself, there's no way in heck that I'm ever going to hear from Michael Chow. And I'll never forget it. I was traveling. I was in a hotel room and I was getting ready to go to a meeting at one point, and my phone rang and I didn't recognize the number. It just said New York City. And I opened it up. I said hello, and it was, "Hi, this is Michael Chow, producer of Monday Night Magic." And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God. And he said to me, "My friend saw you and he said you'd be a great addition to our family. And I trust him. So I want you to come in for an audition." And I said, "Oh my God, that's so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll give you a call. I'll let you know when I'll be in town again and when I'll be available and I can come in." And I can remember telling my wife that I got this phone call. I was all excited and not calling him back. And I didn't call him back because I was that scared. I was that scared of auditioning for Monday Night Magic and being told I was no good. And she yelled at me like I cannot tell you. And she made me call him up back. And I was lucky enough to go to the show, meet Michael, meet the rest of the performers, get to audition. I was thrilled beyond belief when he told me that I could join the Monday Night Magic family. I've been here for quite a while, and it's all thanks to our founding producer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Chow. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Totally my pleasure. I actually remember your audition at Joshua Tree very well.
Yep.
And you did great for the record. So there you go.
If I didn't, and I've been on here for 14 years, that says something about our
It's been a great mistake. Yeah, exactly. For those of you who don't know, after Monday Night Magic, since the very first night 25 years ago, or well, 24 and some, we all went to dinner, and it was performers, crew, and guests. And we've been doing that now after every show. And at that dinner, we actually have people audition, and that's what I was just referring to. David came to that dinner and did a fantastic job. And I also, by the way, remember that night that Alex was talking about. We were in a very temporary theater, and it wasn't that the heat went out. The landlord never ordered the oil for the building, and it was in the middle of, it was the Christmas holiday. It was our sold out show, and everyone was wearing overcoats. And the great Todd Robbins said, "Let's go out and get some hot chocolate," and we did. So, David, can I do something for the fans at home? Is that legal? Or he's probably going, yeah.
No. Listen. If you wanted to just tell stories, that's fine. But if our founding producer wants to help us out and do a little magic for everybody, we would love it.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I thought I would do one fun little mind reading thing. And actually, it's a magic routine that was taught to me by Ossie Wind, who you saw, who closed out our video. And Ossie's from Israel originally. And we all know that mind reading, I'm sorry, Eric Diddleman, but mind reading was invented in Israel. Do any one of our front row people have a calculator handy? I asked to have, and this is completely not prearranged, so, oh, great. Miriam, you have a calculator. Super. Miriam, we're going to do a little mind-to-mind contact. And what we're going to do is I'm going to read your mind, but before I do, we're going to generate a random number, a number that there's no way that you could know or I could know. And the way we're going to do that is using your calculator. So what I'd like you to do, and Miriam, will you please attest for the audience at home that we have not spoken and we've not talked about this whatsoever?
We have not at all, in any way, shape, or form, communicated.
Great.
Not even by CB radio.
There you go. Exactly right. So I want you to type into the calculator your favorite random two-digit number. So it's 2 digits. Favorite random two-digit number. Type it into the calculator. When you've done that, say, "I'm done."
Done.
Great. And don't tell me the number and don't hold the calculator up. The calculator is just for you. All right. So if you get your favorite random two-digit number, I get mine, which would be 81. Unfortunately, that was the year I graduated college. So I want you to multiply your favorite random two-digit number times mine, which is 81. Again, do not tell me the total, but do you have a total?
Yep, I do.
And is that total 3 or 4 digits?
Yes.
Great. Just to make it a little more random, I now want you to multiply that 4-digit total, or 3-digit. What is it, 3 or 4? Well, it doesn't matter.
4.
4, perfect. Perfect. Multiply that 4-digit total times another random 2-digit number.
Okay.
Great. And now you should have a total that's 5 or 6 digits.
6.
Perfect. In a moment, by the way, first of all, would you agree that a minute ago, there's no way you could have predicted the number, the sequence of numbers?
Oh, totally.
Great. And there's no way that I could possibly know. Is that correct?
I believe that's correct.
Unless I'm really a mind reader. So I want you to, and I did say a mind reading magic routine. I want you to look at the 6 digits. Now, don't agree or disagree, but logic would tell us that sometimes some of those digits will repeat. And logic would also tell us that sometimes, more rare, you would have 6 completely different numbers. At this point, you're not telling, and I don't want to know. What I do want you to do is look at those 6 digits and pick one number as your secret number. Do you have a secret number?
Yes.
Great. There are 5 digits left. I want you to read them to me slowly, and I'm going to listen to your voice, and I'm going to listen to see if maybe they repeat or maybe they don't. It'll be by the timbre of your voice, but again, that's on me, not you. Read me the 5 digits that are left slowly, but mix up the order if you will. Go ahead.
Okay. 9, 9, 3. Ooh, sorry.
9, I'm sorry, 9.
3, 5, 2.
I'm going to say that the number you looked at, your secret number is one. Don't affirm or not affirm, but one of the numbers, the one that you looked at, it does repeat. And let's look at the camera, Miriam. Your secret number is 8.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ashley.
Miriam, he's in your head. He's in your head,
I
Miriam.
don't know what to do now.
That's it. There's nothing you can do. You are at Michael Chow's mercy. He's got you. He's got you. Ladies and gentlemen, the founding producer of Monday Night Magic, Michael Chow. You know, if you enjoyed seeing some of those accolades and well wishes that we got earlier on, hang out for after the credits, because we got a lot of other people who wanted to wish Monday Night Magic well, and some of them even did some really fun magic while they were doing it. So after the credits, make sure to watch. We're going to show you a few more of those quick videos. Also, listen, 25 years done, we're pushing forward. We got another 25 years of shows ready to go. 25 more years of this. Right now, what you can't see is all 4 of the producers right now are like having small mini strokes and heart attacks in the background because I just said that. But no, 25 more years coming, and it's going to kick us off with next week's show. Let's check out a quick video of who's performing on next week's episode of Monday Night Magic Live Online. That's next week's show. And if you want to find out more information about who's performing on next week's episode, if you want to get tickets, a gift certificate, or for anything that is Monday Night Magic related, what website should you go to? What website? How about MondayNightMagic.com, everybody? That seems to work out really well right there. Just go to MondayNightMagic.com. That's where you can get all the information you need about Monday Night Magic and find out and get on our mailing list so that you can join us for future episodes of Monday Night Magic. All right, let's bring up our last 2 performers tonight. We're going to have a quick conversation with them before we get started with a little bit of magic. Our first performer, Mike Patrick, has previously been a ninja magician. He's actually destroyed audiences with his razor-sharp blend of magic, performing for celebrities and all different types of people, including you at home. And our second performer was a Penn and Teller Fooler and a creator of a magical theater, film, television. He actually brings his very twisted creativity to classical magic, and he's been part of the Monday Night Magic family for over 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike Patrick and Francis Minotti.
Hey. Hello.
Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm enjoying it so far.
It's great. We had a lot of great performers. Mike Patrick, can you talk just for a few seconds about what Monday Night Magic has been to you?
I went to Monday Night Magic after seeing Monday Night Magic at Tannen's Magic Camp. When I went there, I think I was 16 at the time, and I'm way too old now. But I saw that, and then I went to Monday Night Magic because they offered campers a free ticket. So I went free the first time. And then I went many other times. I had seen great performers like Rocco. I remember seeing on a street corner as I went out, and I was like, that's the G-Light guy. Oh, my God. So it was really cool. And I've been there countless times, and now I have performed a whole bunch, and I'm glad to be there in a spot so other young performers can have a similar experience.
And how about you, Francis? Talk about sort of your connection to Monday Night Magic.
The connection for me is, I mean, it launched my career in a lot of different ways. It's getting in front of some amazing people. You never know who's going to show up at Monday Night Magic, right? So one of my favorite times happened many years ago at the St. Clements Theater. Todd Robbins was hosting. He walks backstage before the show and mentions, oh, there's Topaz in the audience, who's a well-respected magician amongst magicians. And it's like, oh, that's cool. And as he's walking across the room, he turns his head and says, oh, by the way, also Lou Reed happens to be here tonight. And we all went, oh, wow, that's cool. And then just as he's exiting, going back upstairs to the stage, he turns his head and says, oh, by the way, Steve Martin is also in the audience tonight. And it was one of those moments where we all looked at each other and said, huh, okay, it's going to be that kind of night. That's great. So you never know who's going to show up, and it's a great pleasure to, I mean, the audience, all the audiences have been wonderful, but sometimes it always keeps us on our toes.
It really does. And what I love about Monday Night Magic as well is this sort of camaraderie that the magicians have both off the stage, as I mentioned earlier, and on the stage. I know there's been multiple times, Francis, where you and I, just before you've been on to perform, you and I have had a quick idea for a joke or a bit and been like, quickly, let's try to make this happen tonight. And whenever it comes off great, the audience loves it. And it's just been a ton of fun working with Michael and you and everyone else.
Absolutely.
It's been a lot of fun. Let's actually do a little bit of the reason why we're here, everybody. Let's bring back our front row audience, and let's bring back our first magician to perform. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike Patrick.
Hi, everybody. Yes, thank you. Endless accolades. That's terrific. I am Mike Patrick, also known as Mike Patrick, the Mike Patrick of magic. You may know Mike Patrick is a synonym for greatness. You are correct. Yes. I am here to crush you. You don't have many activities to do in the context of my act, right? Like I'm not gonna be like, Miriam, do a thing, and Michael, none of that. It's all about me and you basking in the power. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Enjoy. Let's rock this. I've got a bunch of cards. I just threw it at somebody who's living with me. I didn't even care. That's what I do. A whole bunch of cards. They're all exactly the same on the back, but they're almost exactly the same on the face. You can see that all of the cards are jokers, with the notable exception of the Ace of Spades. This is the ever so cleverly named trick with the jokers and the Ace of Spades. Shut up. Oh. That wasn't magic. That was breath. Magic breath. Check it. The Joker hits the Ace of Spades instantly with an earth-shattering, Thanos-like snap of the fingers.
Oh my Lord.
Into an exactly identical Ace of Spades. You're going to keep clapping if you're going to start now. I don't care, and I stop for no one. Look.
Oh, good Lord.
Of the Ace of Spades. Oh, you almost know my true power. I can feel it. Look, I'll do this in slow motion, far away, so you can see it until the last second. When it changes into the Ace of Spades, I make a little sandwich with the Joker like this. It hits the exact spot where it becomes another Ace of Spades. In between the aces. I would thank you, but I'm too busy. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Oh. Almost forgot the 4.
Uh-huh.
And it instantly changes into another Ace of Spades and an Ace of Spades and an Ace of Spades. And when this one hits the exact spot, not here, but exactly here, it changes into another Ace of Spades. I'll do it stupid, disgusting, perversely slow, because I'm hardcore. Now watch. Until the last moment. Oh man. I'll do the last 2 with only one hand, because it's the only thing that makes me feel alive anymore. Clarification, that was a joke. That's the Ace of Spades. That's the ace of spades.
Wow.
Thank you so much. But as I said, the hits keep on coming. I'll show you an incredible optical illusion with all of the aces. I'll let you see them. Oh, so clear. Look at this. Look at the power. Okay, great. As long as you're on the same page. I'm looking. Look, I got one. I got all the aces. They're face up. I go like, look. I take one of the face down aces, gingerly. I rotate, and they all instantly turn face down.
Oh, man.
I take one of the face up aces, rotate, they all turn face up again. Looks really trippy after a while. I do the next one. I spin them right round, baby, right round like a racket. That way they're all down. And finally,
wow.
Last but not least, I break all the rules. I don't even bother spinning them. It's crazy. If you want to do it like a gangster, I do it one-handed, give a shake, they all turn face down. If you want to go straight thug, I don't understand why it's considered thug. But I wrote it a long time ago, and I'm still going to do it forever. But this was all misdirection. I feel really bad, which is super unusual, because generally speaking, I don't feel. But I'll explain. While you were looking at all the cards turning face up and face down in this crazy dream world of magic with lens flare, I was being sneaky. So you were looking at my hands and not at other body parts. Because I was doing the leg switch. I was casual counting cards while switching cards. No one notices because this is extremely casual. Also, black on black, and like the stock covers with the the logo. Yeah, with the logo, like the motion blur of the ace. It's perfect because these are all different. I know that they look the same, but you see, you may agree that they all are completely different decks of cards, especially this one, because you'll note that it looks quite a bit different from this one or this one, and these are fun. A roll of
Michael Patrick, everybody. The incredible legs of deception. I mean, you can't get cooler than him, folks. Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Michael Patrick, the three coolest people of all time. All you, just so abundantly cool. All right, folks. Like I said, coming up now to the stage right now, one of the most incredible magicians. This guy has won all types of awards, performed all over the world, considered one of the most creative men in magic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Francis Minotti.
Hello, Michael, Miriam, Dave, and Alan. Hi, how's that? Yeah, are you having as much fun as I am?
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, more. Did you say more? That's what I like to hear. Well, we're about to play a game of assumptions. Now, in everyday life, you don't want to assume anything about people, places, things, anything like that, right? Yeah. Right. But in magic, you have to assume things, right, Michael? Because if you don't assume that we have gravity, you won't be impressed when something floats, right?
Right.
Or Miriam, if we don't assume we have object permanence, you won't be impressed when something disappears, right? There, cool. And that was using the magic we're going for. I just want to play the game of assumptions. So we're going to assume, and I need your help here. I need all of your help. Alan, I'm going to ask you first. I'm going to ask you to assume what might be in a small wooden box about this size and shape belonging to a magician. Wooden box belonging to a magician. What might be in a small wooden box this size?
I'm going to say a ring.
A ring. Oh, now that's an excellent guess. It's an excellent assumption. And it could really be anything small enough to fit inside the box. But then again, remember, this is a magic show, so it could be anything and anything in the world. Miriam, what would you have assumed?
Oh, my first instinct was a dove, but I'm going to go for a deck of cards.
Dove. I love a dove. I don't think Peter would be very happy with that, but deck of cards is also, actually a deck of cards is a fair assumption. In fact, that is what we're going for. It's not necessarily, what's Michael Patrick's deck of cards, clearly, but not necessarily a full deck. We'll come back to that in a moment, but let's go back up to Michael first. Now, Michael, what's going to happen here, that you can all play with this game. What's going to happen is we'll take a handful of cards, okay? This isn't a card trick per se. It's an observation game, okay? And so let's take a poker hand of cards. Leave the rest of the deck over here for now. Michael, I'll ask you, but everyone has a chance to pay attention here. In a moment, I'm going to show all 5 of these cards to you. And what I'd like you to do is, as quickly as you can, discern how many red cards and how many black cards are in the hand.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to turn them towards you. It's going to be very fast. It's going to be very fast. I know you've been watching a lot of Magic, a lot of cards and all that, but really quick, I'm going to show it to you quickly. And then Miriam and Dave and Alan, you all have to watch carefully. But Michael, I'm putting you on the spot. You ready?
Okay, great.
2, 3. Good. Did you get it? Did you see? Now, Michael, I'm going to ask you first, how many red cards and how many black cards?
I think it was 3 and 2.
3 and 2? Do you remember
3 red
which?
and 2 black.
Oh, very good. Did you notice anything else? Anything different? Miriam, Alan, Dave, anyone? Did you notice anything unusual about those playing cards?
No.
No. That's good, because you're assuming right now the way I need you to be. You're assuming that what I was asking you to do was what I needed you to do. It's fair. I mean, I did ask you to pay attention to how many reds and how many blacks. You probably didn't notice that these cards, and I'm not switching them, these are the exact same cards I just showed you a moment ago. If you look at them carefully, they are, you were right, there were 3 reds and 3 blacks, but they're misprinted. That is a Queen of Diamonds, but it's a black Queen of Diamonds. That is a 10 of Spades, but a red 10 of Spades. The Ace of Clubs is red, the 10 of Hearts is black, and the Queen of Spades. Magic, just our brains playing a little trick on us. Right, wild, I know, it's freaking me out too. And you're gonna think, oh, I did sleight of hand and switched them. I promise you, if you were to watch that video, watch it played back, you'd see that that's exactly what those were the whole time. So now that our assumptions are formed up, let's carry on with the pack of cards. And let's go with, how about we go back down to the bottom of the screen for me. Alan, I'm gonna have you pick a card. I'm gonna pick a card for you, but you're gonna assign something to the card. So assign a value or a name. Let's see here. We'll just get something about in the middle, right here. Fair enough. So this is going to be your card. Alan, what I'd like you to do so we know it's yours is you're going to write something on it. Now, since we can't have you write it, I will write for you. So what would you like me to, a word, a draw a picture? What would you like? Anything on there?
I'm going to give a call out to my niece, Jessica.
Jessica. And is it Jessica?
Yes, it is.
All right. In fact, I'll say, hi, Jessica. This is Jessica's card. All right. And a little smiley face. And that way we know. And we didn't prearrange this. You know this is the only one like it. Let's turn. There we go. See it? That is Jessica's card. Well, it's Alan's card that Alan has assigned it to be Jessica's. So Jessica's card. Here's what we'll do. Alan, I'm going to place the card back about halfway down on the deck. Not exactly. It's not going to stay there, though. In just a moment, your card's going to disappear from the deck, okay? It's actually going to disappear from the deck and reappear inside the box. In fact, it's already happened. Did anyone happen to notice that? Reappear inside the box? So, well, here's where it gets kind of crazy. Dave, where's the box?
On the table.
On the table, right, okay. And it's been on the table this whole time? I didn't switch it out? It's been right in view the whole time?
Looks like it, yeah.
Looks like, as far as you can tell, yeah. And Miriam, where's the deck?
In your hands?
In my hand. Safe assumptions, you'd think, right? The problem is this is a magic show, and I needed to use your assumptions against each other. So the problem is that's not actually a box. That's a stack of wooden planks, sort of the same principles and properties as a pack of cards. You could almost mix them up, shuffle them around. But if that's not really a box, I said that the card was going to disappear and reappear inside the box. Michael? Inside a box, this is actually a hollowed out pack of cards. Right inside there is one folded up playing card. It's been in view the whole time. Never left the screen. Unfold it. And Alan, let's see. I said hi, Jessica, before right now. Is that the same card I showed you a minute ago?
Wow.
That was amazing. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Francis Minotti.
Yeah.
I mean, I could not be more happy with how this show went tonight, everybody. Hopefully everybody has a great time as I did. It's incredible seeing such an amazing array of performers come onto the stage, perform for you at home, and talk about the impact that Monday Night Magic has had on them over the years, because God knows Monday Night Magic has had quite an impact on me. Let's bring back up our front row audience. Did you guys have a good time tonight?
Awesome.
It was awesome.
We want to thank you so much for coming out here tonight. We really appreciate it. Spencer, can we bring back our producers of Monday Night Magic? Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Samuelson, Michael Chow. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
We really appreciate everyone coming out. No, really, Michael, Peter, thank you guys so much for everything you've done to Monday Night Magic over the years. And we've done it all for this front row audience. You guys truly are the VIPs, because without you guys, God knows this show would not have continued on. So we really appreciate it. Everybody wave at the screen like this. I'm going to take a little picture for everybody here. Everybody smile real big. Great. Don't forget, everybody, visit us at Monday Night Magic. That's where you can go. You can visit us there on Facebook, Instagram. If you're going to take a picture of tonight, post it to Facebook or Instagram. Tag us there. That helps us out a lot. If you also go to Twitter, it's at Monday Night Magic, NITE. That's the best way to do that, to reach out to us. Also visit MondayNightMagic.com for all your Monday Night Magic needs. 25 years done. Let's get started for the next 25. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Make sure to stay for the credits. Watch the rest of those accolades. Good night, everybody.
Hi, Ben Nemser here, and I just want to wish everybody a warm congratulations on 25 years at Monday Night Magic. I've been with you for most of those. I'm so grateful that I was able to learn so much about theater, whether I was working concessions, filling up cups of ice, doing the box office, stage managing, house managing, opening the show, emceeing the show, headlining the show, doing the middle spot, working in the production office. I really just so much valuable experience and so much performance time. Great memories hanging out with people like Bobby Baxter, hanging out with the amazing Randy, hanging out with Steve Martin over dinner. Who else can I? Frank Brentz, of course, if I didn't say him. Frank Brentz, the stories we heard. Just so many great memories. And I just want to end with this. Speaking of all those stars, I'm going to make a star. You ready? That's 1, 2. There's the star. Congrats again, everybody.
Hey, Monday Night Magic. Derek Hughes, stand-up magician here. What's up? 25 years. Unbelievable. I wish I could be there with you, but I'm on a flight to San Francisco with my family right now. This is the only place I could find to do a video where I wouldn't get yelled at. But 25 years ago, you were there for me. I was fresh off the boat, a graduate University of Minnesota. You gave me an audience and a place to find my voice when I lived in New York City. Years later, as a finalist on America's Got Talent, you gave me a place to try out my set before hitting Radio City Music Hall. 25 years, still kicking. Here's to 25 more. Wish I could be there. Love you guys.
Hey, congratulations, you guys. I can't believe it's 25 years. Well, special congratulations to the entire team of Monday Night Magic for making it the longest running off-Broadway magic show in New York City.
That's quite a big deal.
It's pretty great. And especially congrats to Michael Chout,
Peter Samuelson, Todd Robbins, Jamie Ian Swiss, and Frank,
of course, Frank Brentz. And you know what? It's been amazing, guys. I can't believe it.
It's
well,
great.
I hope it keeps going. Say congratulations, Dick.
Congratulations, Dick.
Congrats, you guys.
Hey, Monday Night Magic. Congratulations on 25 years. I cannot believe it's been a quarter of a century. And not just because I first saw the show during its first year. I was 10 years old. And the fact that we're at a 25th anniversary means I am almost 35, which feels insane. I was the first charter member when I was 12 years old. It was my birthday present, and it meant I got discount tickets to see Monday Night Magic. So what a Jewy birthday present that was. I actually auditioned for the show 6 times. And I feel like I'm probably going to pass on the 4th or 5th one, but I appreciate you making me work for it because it really lit a fire under me to work as hard as I possibly could on my craft. I ushered for the show every summer when I was in college. I made $10 a show, and you still took out taxes, even though legally you weren't obligated to. But I appreciate the $8 and change I made a night. And I worked my way through the show, you know. I was the close-up magician. I opened, I hosted, I middled, and then I finally, after so many years, got to headline. And it was one of my proudest accomplishments in my entire career because it was a show that I loved as a kid. I watched in high school and in college, and it just meant so much to me. And I learned so much watching and meeting the incredible magicians that were there every single week. And I can't thank you enough. I would say I owe you so much because it really has affected my life and career. But Michael takes 20% of everything. So really, I feel like he owes me a little bit. But in all seriousness, congratulations on such an incredible anniversary, the 25th anniversary. Here's to 25 more years, although I don't know what condition you guys will be in that many years. It could get scary, so hopefully you've turned it over by then. But congratulations again, and I can't wait to see you at Monday Night Magic soon.
David, I've been up all night and I think I finally cracked it. Today's date, 7/19/21, 7 times 1 times 9 times 2 times 1 is obviously 126. And 126 is 7 times 18. 7 plus 18 is 25. 25, David. There's no such thing as coincidence.